Let's make history. The area that will become downtown Brooklyn, as well as the surrounding minor communities of Vinegar Hill, Dumbo, and the Brooklyn Navy Yard. That whole general area was referred to as Renegokonk by the Canarsie peoples. And the Dutch arrived in the early 1600s. They called the area Broekelen, which is where Brooklyn got its name. And fast forward to around 1807, Robert Fulton, who Fulton Street is named after, launched the first steam ferry service from Manhattan to Brooklyn and even up the Hudson River up to Albany, which at that time was called Fort Orange. And it made Brooklyn a true hotspot. It already was beginning to become that, but with the launch of that ferry service, things really took off. A lot of people are not aware that there was a huge abolitionist movement in Brooklyn, which was centered in the area which would become downtown, particularly along Duffield Street, where I'm standing right now. The city of New York made this building behind me a national landmark, and thanks to those efforts and many more, New York outlawed slavery in 1827. Brooklyn was chartered as its own individual city in 1834. Not long after that, in the 1840s, City Hall opened up, which is what we know today as Borough Hall. But down the line, when Brooklyn became a borough of New York, the name was changed to Borough Hall. In the later part of the 1800s, when the Brooklyn Bridge was completed, it really gave a spike, an additional spike to Brooklyn's popularity. And that was further augmented when the Manhattan Bridge went up in 1909, as well as the New York City subway. Downtown Brooklyn did see a decline in growth during the 1950s and 60s, but quickly rebounded with the rebuilding of a lot of the shops along Fulton Street, where I'm walking right now. And later down the line, the Albee Square Mall, which today is a new mall called City Point. Cool place to hang out. There's the Draft House movie theater, where you can get a beverage, an alcoholic beverage, and an actual meal while you're watching a movie. So that's pretty cool. There's also a Trader Joe's downstairs and a pretty cool food court.